let you know.
All right, Coach, it's been a wet and dreary day by the shores of Lake Erie, but we have football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for James Conner. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense.
Every time it's a sack. Come on, fellas.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
Recon, 132 fighter.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The D-tackle, Sheldon Richardson, came barreling in for the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down.
Black 80.
Check 53 Mike. I smell fear now.
Here's a handoff to Conner. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Sheldon Richardson, his second sack of the night. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Roethlisberger. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
So now they assess a third and long, and that holding. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Browns have taken the early lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
On 2nd and 7, Roethlisberger over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 41 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, counter, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Browns.
53. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
Play fake to counter. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Washington, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A big hitter to start the drive has them up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a 1st down. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. first down, Mayfield. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Landry that time, and it's second down.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he's got it. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They come up in an offset eye. They'll give it to Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking...
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Joe Schobert in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Third down.
Block 80!
Here we go, D. Watch tight, watch tight. Tight right.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And force Fourth down.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now this is Callaway on the receiving end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Antonio Callaway, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Landry now on the return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood!
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go, fellas.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage is definitely the defensive player.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, echo.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. This quarterback now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys have to touch the ball and carry it. They're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
27-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd and 4.
3rd down and 4 yards to go.
Here we go. 180.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Check.
Alert.
Check. Hot.
Flash.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now Landry. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The 3rd quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the 1st half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the 2nd half.
It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Run.
Slam.
Hey, alert.
Switch gears.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
180.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
On first and 10, Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep, middle of... This is caught inside the 15. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big pickup of 38. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Mayfield. This is caught. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a first and 10 at their own 24.
Snickers.
They start the drive with Connor. It's the linebacker, Manti Te'o, on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 27th, Roethlisberger, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And now a shot into coverage downfield is complete. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
11 more on that one, and another first down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Check Mike 99. I got it.
They'll run on first down. Connor, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jannard Avery in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They run it again with Chubb. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Watch twist, watch twist. Twist. Shift.
General West.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jannard Avery able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Another try after the 1st down sack. Roethlisberger. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. On the left side, it's McDonald. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Roethlisberger now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 2nd down, it's Connor. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. So a decent deficit at this stage in the 2nd half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Everyone.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Jannard Avery bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Dante Moncrief, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Boswell good with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. A 2nd down throw from Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
When it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup.
Watch 80! Screen, watch the screen! Watch the screen! These 2. Get him, you got it! Check Mike 99, Mike 99.
Now counter. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Now Roethlisberger.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get him.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
following the interception. Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. So Cleveland able to